Hey, what's going on, Z Nation? Zaid here, ZSPN, and welcome to the Lakers post-game show on ZSPN on YouTube. And today, guys, we're going to be talking about the Los Angeles Lakers versus the Cleveland Cavaliers tonight. As we all know, LeBron James just came to play, returning to the city of Cleveland, where it all started for him as his NBA career, winning a championship there for the city of Cleveland. And, it's just one of those type of moments where, LeBron James, he just came to play. He wanted to get this win in his hometown of Cleveland. And, he's from Akron, Ohio, so it's just one of those type of situations that any sort of player who plays for a certain team that's not their hometown, it's just one of those type of moments where they just want to go out there and lit it up. And LeBron James did so in convincing fashion, and, it's just one of those type of moments where we just have to appreciate the greatness of King James. All hail the King James of Akron. It's just great to see that from LeBron James at this type of moment of his career. So I want to give you guys my thoughts and my opinions about the results of tonight's game and the performances of obviously LeBron James and what's to look forward to when it comes to the Los Angeles Lakers moving forward. So without further ado, guys, let's just get right into it. So, guys, LeBron James has returned to Cleveland with the Los Angeles Lakers, getting the Los Angeles Lakers a win over the Cleveland Cavaliers. I believe as a result of this win tonight, the Lakers are now, I believe, 14, maybe 15 wins into the NBA season. I might be wrong, guys. I think it's somewhere around 13 to 14 or 15, somewhere around there, but I'll let you guys make sure. I think it's 14. I might be mistaken if it was more than that, but I think it's probably around 14 wins and 4 losses into the NBA season. And as a result of this win, the Lakers are now the number 1 seed in the Western Conference. They're still fighting the LA Clippers and the Utah Jazz for that particular spot. So it's kind of a type of scenario now where the Lakers at any moment, or any sort of team that's in the second and third spot of the Eastern Conference, they're just trying their best to have a solid record so they can somehow get an easier shot to have a better advantage in the playoffs. But right now the Lakers are now the number 1 seed, and they're so far this season are doing pretty well for themselves. And with the greatness of LeBron James and Anthony Davis and the rest of the Lakers squad, there's no denying that the Lakers are going to be in the playoffs. They're going to be competing for a championship. And with the help of LeBron and Anthony Davis, anything can happen for the Lakers to win a championship this year. But as a result, LeBron James came to play with 46 points. I believe he is the oldest player in NBA history to be scoring that high, probably since the late, great Kobe Bryant, where he scored in his last game with 60 points. So that kind of tells you, I think LeBron James is like 36 years old. And when Kobe Bryant retired, he was like 37. So really young age. But, at the same time, greatness was the fashion of his career. So, but yeah, LeBron James, he just came to play, playing against his former team and this hometown city of Cleveland. And then, he just wanted to make a statement out there, and he did it in convincing fashion, and ended up having a huge performance in the fourth quarter with the total of 46 points for LeBron James. Just going out there and delivering for the Los Angeles Lakers this win. And I think he had 8 rebounds, something like that. But, it's just a greatness from the King, and he just delivered for the Los Angeles Lakers. So great job out there for King James. When it comes to the rest of the Lakers squad, I believe Anthony Davis, not a great performance. I think he had 17 points, but nothing compared to his last game where he also played for his hometown city of Chicago in the last game for the Los Angeles Lakers, where the Lakers beat the Chicago Bulls in convincing fashion as well, with Anthony Davis leading the way with 37 points at that particular game. But this time around, I guess LeBron James just wanted to have his moment against his former team, and playing in his hometown of Cleveland. So it's just one of those type of situations where in any moment, if LeBron James needed Anthony Davis, he will always rely on him. And he had 17 points with, I believe, 8 or 9 rebounds out there. And, he just... it was just a solid performance for Anthony Davis. So great job on his end. But when it comes to the rest of the Lakers squad, from the bench role, Montrezl Harrell, I believe he had 15 points out there for the Los Angeles Lakers, bringing that offensive ability off the bench, where he's always been well known for throughout his for these past couple of seasons now, and sixth man of the year. So his ability to really contribute to any team that he's on just works wonders. And with the Los Angeles Lakers, he's been delivering so for the Los Angeles Lakers out there. And great job for Montrezl Harrell. For Kyle Kuzma, I think he had 4 points, but he had 8 rebounds. So the rebounding for the Los Angeles Lakers in this particular game was sensational. But guys, I had to really say, when it comes to the Cleveland Cavaliers, they have a lot of great centers on that team. With the trade that went down with the Nets, with the combinations of the Houston Rockets and the Cavs, and I forgot there was another team involved. I think it was Indiana. That type of situation, you can just say right now that the center-wise, the Cleveland Cavaliers are loaded with centers. They have JaVale McGee. They have, Andre Drummond. So, I have to say, Andre Drummond, he's a beast. He's just a rebounding machine when it comes to his ability to just score and at the same time grab those rebounds. I mean, he's been averaging like double-doubles throughout his career. I mean, he averages around like 17 points and gives you like 14 rebounds a game. I mean, the guy is just so amazingly gifted when it comes to his ability to be a huge help to any sort of team that he's on. And sadly, with a talented player like that, I really believe he deserves to be on a championship team, maybe a contending team, because any team that he's on that has a championship contending team can really help a team like that to really deliver at any given time when it comes to his ability to grab those rebounds and play the offense at the same time. And his contract is kind of big. That's why I'm kind of saying maybe the Lakers should possibly package a deal to get Andre Drummond, but I don't think it will happen because of the length of his contract with the Cleveland Cavaliers. So it's kind of hard to say. I'm just putting things out there. But if any given moment, when February approaches, the Lakers should really consider making some trades if somehow they want to get another center, because the Cleveland Cavaliers, they are loaded with centers on that particular team. But just putting that out there. That maybe the Lakers should consider that. But it was just a great win for the Los Angeles Lakers. It was a very competitive game, but at the same time, LeBron James came to play. He, wanted to say, we're not going to lose to the Cleveland Cavaliers. They're not going to treat us what they did to the Brooklyn Nets. They just, bounced back after not doing so well in the third quarter. But in the fourth quarter, LeBron James, he just came to play with 46 points out there tonight for a win for the Los Angeles Lakers this time around. So, guys, please comment down below, like, subscribe to the channel, share my videos, and please give me your thoughts about the Los Angeles Lakers win over the Cleveland Cavaliers. And what do you think about King James's performance against his hometown city of Cleveland and against his former team in the Cleveland Cavaliers. Do you think, I don't know, was it just an obvious type of performance from LeBron James playing against his former team, or do you think it was just something special in that particular game tonight? Because if you guys already know, this is the same night last year when LeBron James surpassed Kobe Bryant on third spot in the all-time scoring list, and we all witnessed that particular night. And sadly, the next day, as we all know, tomorrow is going to be the 1-year anniversary about the tragic death of Kobe Bryant, and with alongside his daughter Gigi and the rest of 7 people who died in that tragic plane crash in Los Angeles. It was not in Los Angeles, but it was in California. But I forgot what city that was. But it was just a tragic. It was just like it's like a gut, like somebody punched you in the gut so hard that it just knocked the wind out of you, and that's how I felt in that particular day. And if you guys know me by now, Kobe Bryant has been one of the most influential players that really, changed my perspective of loving the game of basketball, and being a Laker fan through and through. Even though Kareem and Magic was those go type of players that really, inspired me to love the game of sports, but it was just Kobe Bryant that really sealed the deal for me to have that passion in me to just love the game of basketball, and at the same time have the love of the Los Angeles Lakers in my heart, and bleeding purple and gold. I mean, I have to say Kobe Bryant is just one of the most greatest players of all time. I mean, he is the GOAT. He's the Black Mamba, and it was just so tragic that he passed away. I believe it was January 27th. So I know tomorrow is going to be some people may be sad about the passing of Kobe Bryant, but I believe we just have to celebrate the life of Kobe Bryant. I mean, the greatness though that he brought to the game. I mean, he really changed the game in my opinion, and he was just that close thing to what we had in what Michael Jordan was. I mean, the greatest player of all time, the GOAT. Kobe Bryant was our Michael Jordan, for those of you who grew up watching Kobe Bryant. And it's just going to be a celebrating moment tomorrow of the life of Kobe Bryant and his daughter Gigi, and for those who lost their lives, those 7 others who lost their lives in that tragic plane crash, was just we just have to honor them and remember them, and hopefully I just hope that we have a great moment to just remember the greatness of Kobe Bryant and the life that he brought to not just the game of basketball, but at the same time what he brought to the sports world and outside of sports as well. So I'll probably be posting a lot on Facebook and all of my social media sites and on the community chat when it comes to Kobe Bryant and the greatness that he brought to the game. And it's just going to be a very emotional, but at the same time we all should be happy and celebrate the greatness of what Kobe Bryant brought to the game. And so guys, please comment down below, like, subscribe to the channel, share my videos. Make sure to like all my social media sites, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I'll leave the links to my social media sites in the description of this video, so you guys check out my social media sites, and of course, subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you all in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Go Lakers. Take it easy, guys. Stay safe out there, and rest in peace to Kobe Bryant, Gigi, and the 7 others. Hopefully we can all remember them by what they brought to the people's lives, and celebrate their lives. Take it easy, guys.